We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All right, guys, to show you why I run the very best program designed specifically for you that you can find anywhere, and why I have the very best Facebook group at Virtual Real Estate Investor on Facebook, I am going to give you the unprecedented opportunity right now, today, as we speak, to join me on a joint venture deal where you can make $23,000 in cash wired directly to your account this week by simply providing me a contract on one property that matches one of my buyer's needs. Now, you tell me, who else does that?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
This is the Virtual Real Estate Investor Podcast with Vincent Polisi. Buckle your seatbelt and prepare to learn how to legally make six figures investing in real estate with no money, no credit check, and nothing but a computer and internet connection. Learn how you too can begin generating buyers and sellers for free today, and why you're only 2 calls away from making a $10,000 or more payday while never leaving the comfort of your home. And now, your host, the Virtual Real Estate Investor, Vincent Polisi.
Woohoo! All right, guys, here we go. Boy, am I excited to bring this to you today. It just hit me like a bolt of lightning yesterday, and I got to share it with you today because this is absolutely unprecedented from anything I've ever seen or done before. We have a buyer that has signed up and executed our joint venture agreement. He has got $70,000 in cash to put down on a property, and all we have to do at this point, because he's executed and capitalized our joint venture agreement with $2,500 in cash that I already have in hand, is find him a property that matches his description and contract on it on a no money down owner finance scenario. Could be contract for deed, subject to, land trust, doesn't matter as long as we get control and the ability to force production of the deed at some point in time. Simply has to match his exact description of what he's looking for. I do this kind of stuff all the time. It is not that challenging, but here's what I thought we would do to really up the ante, to show you how legit what it is that we are doing and how just absolutely ridiculous what it is that you're doing in most of these other guru shill courses where their only interest is in sucking money out of you, not providing you an opportunity to actually do deals with them and make money. So what we decided to do, because I've got a joint venture partner on this deal that I'm going to split 50-50 with, so that would have been 35 grand for me and 35 grand for him, is we decided to open this up to anyone that brings us a property. Now, you need to understand this needs to be a legit, bona fide deal, principals only, no daisy chains, none of this nonsense you learned in all these other courses. You actually have to have a actual contract on the property that will help us take control, take ownership, equitable title, legal title, force production of the deed at some point, an actual bona fide deal. You bring us one that matches what we're looking for and the buyer gives the green light, you automatically participate in the $70,000 down payment, split up 3 ways between myself and the other joint venture partner. That's $23,000 a piece that you can get today, literally today, tomorrow, sometime this week. We released it to the private Facebook group after releasing it to my actual paid joint venture partners, and I'll explain that here because, as you guys know, I don't ever promote any type of paid thing here in the podcast. It was never designed for that, but because I'm going to get 1,000 questions that I don't have time to answer, I'm going to go ahead and lay it all out right here. I don't do courses or paid courses anymore. Everything I do is completely 100% for free as far as the information is concerned. It's all in the Facebook group, on the website, or the podcast. You don't have to pay me a dime to learn all the information on exactly how we're doing all this stuff, because it's all out there for free. All you have to do is take action and follow instructions. Now, having said that, there are people that want an advantage. They want help. They want some assistance in getting their first couple of deals closed when they get that buyer or seller to the point that they're ready to go, but there's some objection, some hurdle they can't get them over, and they need somebody else to come in and help close that deal out. This became how we set up the joint venture programs. I have 2 different joint venture programs. One is a one-on-one joint venture. The cost of that is $10,000 cash up front wired to my account, and you then get to work one-on-one with me on JV deals from day one that we will close out, where the minimum revenue per transaction is $15,000 that we split. So as an example, this one deal, there's $70,000 to split, all from a free Craigslist ad. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? But a lot of people don't have $10,000. I get it. And I had these people coming to me all the time saying, hey, I love this, but I just don't have $10,000 that I can afford right now that's liquid, or I don't have it, but I'd love to be able to do this. So it became sort of the chicken or the egg thing, where they need the joint venture deal to be able to afford the joint venture deal. And so it became this sort of a cycle that they couldn't break through because they needed help to get that deal closed. So I said one day out of frustration about 5 weeks ago in the Facebook group, I'm like, look, guys, I don't care if it's one person or 20 people, because it's not one-on-one coaching. It's not me getting the life sucked out of me 24/7 with coaching clients that want one-on-one time. If 20 of you guys band together and go through and you can do a group joint venture, you guys can do $500 a piece. 20 of you go in and go ahead and fund it. You'll crowdfund it all together, and then we can get going. You get access to all the information, everything. All you have to do is then go pre-qualify, or let me back up, generate the lead using the method I'm going to show you how to do for free. Then go pre-qualify them, and once you have a pre-qualified prospect on the phone, whether it's a buyer or seller, I will jump on the phone and help you get them closed down. And that's exactly what I did with my joint venture partner on this deal here in Colorado, with the buyer that has actually got $100,000 in cash to put down, but based on our price point, we don't need more than 70. And that's what we did. He got me on the phone. We had conversations. We actually had a couple of conversations. We went through a couple of different contract revisions, clarifying some of the documentation and perfecting it. And ultimately we know he's for real. We know he knows what we're doing and what's going on. We have an executed joint venture agreement, so we're not illegally brokering without a license, because the sole purpose of the joint venture, as defined in the contract, is the acquisition of residential and commercial real estate. So we've got everything all done and set up and above board. So what we're doing is we are giving you, the listeners, the opportunity, absolutely for free, to join us on a joint venture deal where one lucky one of you can come in, contract on a property using the exact same methods that I teach for free, and walk out with a $23,000 wire this week directly from me. Yeah! Now, did I make that any better? Is anybody else offering you that type of opportunity to work with them, where you can just jump on the bandwagon, come on board for free, doesn't cost you anything, and then do a deal and make 23 grand?
Somebody stop me!
So that's it. That's it in a nutshell. Now, how do you find out the information on exactly what he is looking for, what we're looking for, what I want to buy, so I can fire you a wire? You are going to go to the website, virtualrealestateinvestor.org/23K. That's virtualrealestateinvestor.org/23K. You put in your email address and you will be provided access to the actual home finder form that our buyer/joint venture partner filled out, that will give you all of the specific details of exactly what we are looking for. You go find it, you contract on it, he likes it, you get a wire. $23,000.
I'd buy that for $1.
So, all right, guys, that is today's emergency broadcast. That's all you get. Just wanted to throw that out there so you guys can get out there and make some actual real money on a real deal with me. No BS, no funny business. It's all legit. You can check it all out. If you haven't joined the private Facebook group yet, I highly advise that you do that, because the energy that we have got going on is absolutely electric. We've got people doing deals all over the United States, some with me as joint venture partners, others just as group members getting advice from me and the group on how to get deals closed out. It's absolutely unbelievable, the energy that we've got going on right now. Trust me when I tell you, you'll want to be a part of it. Once you come in and you see it, you're going to be just upset that you weren't part of it from the very beginning. So that being said, I am out. I got to get back to work so we can get this deal closed out, and I can send somebody a wire for $23,000 this week. Actually, I got to send out 2 of them because I got another joint venture partner. So get out there, get to work. Let's get this thing done. Let's make some money.
You're listening to the Virtual Real Estate Investor Podcast with Vincent Polisi. Stay tuned for more knowledge bombs and actionable items you can use today to make more money in less time without spending or risking a dime.
Oh, and one thing I forgot to add, I'm going to go ahead and give you an extra added bonus here. If you haven't already and you'd like some assistance here for free on how to get this property under contract, don't forget we have the 30 for 30 promotion still going on, where if you provide 30 seconds of your time to subscribe, rate, and review to the podcast on iTunes or Stitcher, and you provide me evidence of that, I will give you 30 minutes totally devoted to you. No upsells, no pitching, no shilling, no nothing. And I'll show you exactly how to get this deal done, and you can make $23,000. Now, one other thing, I'll tell you what people are doing right now, so this will make sense, because it's a legit deal and they've verified it. We've got people that have signed up for the $10,000 one-on-one joint venture, and we've got a bunch of people signing up there. We're actually creating the group JV number 4 presently. It's funding as we speak right now. Multiple people have signed up already today because they want the greatest potential for an opportunity to take advantage of that $23,000 payday that's hanging out there. So right now, somebody is going to get paid this. Why not you?
We now return to your regular programming.
Thank you for listening to the Virtual Real Estate Investor Podcast with Vincent Polisi. If you found any value in this podcast, please use our Give to Get method and take a moment to give us a 5-star rating in iTunes and your favorite podcast service so we can keep giving you excellent episodes of real content you can use to profit today.